Hey guys, what's up? This year we are sprouting some wheat berries to supplement some of our chicken feed and give them some nutrients in the winter that they're not used to getting. So check it out. I found this company on Amazon, and they are Ploss brand wheat berries, and you can find them on Amazon. I will link that in the description below. This is a hard red winter wheat berry, and we have measured them out into 3 ball canning jars. I've got one on soak. I'll start soaking this one tomorrow, and I'll soak that one in a couple days. Our wheat berries have been soaking for a little over 12 hours. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to strain them, or drain them. So I'm going to drain the water off of them, and then I'm going to set them in full sunlight as they dry. Alright, so now I've transferred the wheat berries into a strainer over a bowl and let them drain out, and they're sitting in the sunlight and they'll dry. We'll transfer them. I kind of spread them out, let them, maybe turn them over with a spoon or my hand. All right, so we're out here today. We are going to cut down a tree that is definitely still alive, but it's barely hanging on. You can kind of see that it's pretty much rotted out at the base. There's not much to it. We're going to cut this thing down because I'm worried that it's going to fall on one of the kids. The kids kind of play in this area sometimes. Alright, so the tree is actually down and it fell somewhat in the area I was aiming it. I aimed it a little bit more towards this tree, and then the weight just actually carried it right over into this gap. And it didn't take down anything that wasn't already dead on the oaks. So sometimes it's better just to be lucky than good. So, but you can see this tree, I mean, it is just, it's really nasty. I mean, it didn't have much left anyways of it. It looks like termites had got to it, or carpenter ants, and just completely had destroyed the inside, and it had died on the inside a long time ago. But the outer ring, you can see, was, so there wasn't much hanging on. So we got this tree completely cleared out. Started as a tree, and we got it all finished out into that pile of wood right there, which we'll let season until next year. Again, we have not purchased our wood burning stove yet. It's just finances and Christmas hit, and we decided to hold off a little bit longer. And sometimes right after Christmas you get a deal or two on some used stoves, so that's kind of what we were holding out for. So here in January sometime we'll probably be purchasing a wood stove for the house. I've got plenty of seasoned wood back behind the house, which I'll show you guys here in a little bit, and we've been cutting on that and starting a pile there. Again, we're not going to burn as our main source, but it'll be kind of our supplemental. And we cut, whatever that is. I don't know as far as whether that's a half a cord or a quarter of a cord, but we cut that in just a little over an hour. And I mean, it's hard work, but it feels good to get out here on a cold winter day when we kind of just vegged out in the house yesterday on New Year's Eve, and just kind of get out here and spend some time working our lungs out and working our bodies out. So kids were a lot of help, so it was really kind of a fun time. So I have been outside working some of the afternoon. We went and took a break for lunch, so we started cutting on this. It's just a dozer pile for when they actually cleared our lagoon for when we bought our house. Got several loads out of it last year, and so this year I'm working on this middle section. So it's a lot. There's a lot of seasoned wood in that pile, a lot of oak. There's some more non-hardwood like elms and stuff like that in there also, but all right guys, so we're on day 2 of trying to sprout our own wheat berries for our chickens. So what I wanted to show you is kind of the quick comparison of what a difference just soaking the berries makes and then where we're at. So this jar was started 2 days ago. It soaked for about a day. And I don't know if you can see in there, but there are actually sprouts starting to come out of the top of the seeds. So those continue to sprout. This is the jar that I'm going to strain today, and this is the one I'm going to fill up today. But look at that. That was equal parts at one time in all of those jars. And you can see that just in them soaking up water, that the volume changes of what's in the glass. So basically the equivalent of a cup and a half turns into almost 2 cups, or actually looks like 2.5 cups of wheat berries and sprouts, wheat berry sprouts. So pretty interesting thing to see. All right guys, so sorry about my hair. It's kind of embarrassing actually. I need to go get a haircut. Anyway, so you guys saw me, I was sprouting wheat berries, so I'm getting ready to go give these to the chickens. But here's how much of my wheat berries have sprouted. This is about 4 days of sprouting, 5 days of sprouting really. So I've left this one about a little bit too long. Sorry, I don't have my tripod with me, so you're left. I'm going handheld. I don't even have my jobby with me. Oh, no, there's still chickens out. And here they all come. Ducks too. So this is the first time they've been fed this year. Again, last year we sprouted grass seed for them. So I'm going to put this in a bucket and let them get after it, and then I'm going to throw some of it out there. That's just kind of a fun, interesting way that you can supplement some of your animals feed or some of your chicken feed in the wintertime. Just one of the quick ways that we try to do that. Introduce a little bit of green material, some vitamin rich material to our chickens so they're able to get that when everything outside is dormant and just all they've been on is dry feed for about the last month and a half. So kind of gives them a little boost and hopefully helps them out get through the winter and stay healthy. So we're gonna do that. We'll probably do, you know, like I said, about an every other day rotation for a couple weeks, then we'll lay off of it for a couple weeks. I'm trying to find more of a bulk solution for wheat berries. I found the ones that I have that we got online, but I'm trying to find, I've heard that all wheat is non-GMO, like that's something that hasn't gone GMO, so that's something that we're kind of interested in. We try to stay conscious about. So if I can find a local source for that, I'll also talk about that. So but as of right now, I'm ordering on Amazon at like 5 pounds at a time, so which I would think I could probably find it here locally. The ducks just make a mess of that run. You do, don't you, ducks? We got too many ducks. Too many ducks. But what do you do?